Google map inside of Divi. A lot of our customers want to do this, and so I just wanted to use this site as an example. On the other page is the conversation we're having over text, and I wanted to, and the code is there, so I'm just going to refer to that. So there are a couple of things that we've noticed in SEO land is that if you create or use Google Maps and create your own custom pages, create your own custom maps, and then embed those on those pages, that seems to give you a bunch of link juice, which is just great. So I wanted to expand that, especially on this customer's website, just because we're all about getting more and more traffic. So this is Personal SEO teaching how to embed a Google map on a Divi website. So we're going to go directly to that page, if I can spell it correctly. Okay, so the Bosque subdivision, and I'm going to view this page just to make sure this is the right one. I think it is. Actually, it's not. It's this one. So, and the reason why I'm opening this in a new page is because I want to see what the page looks like. Okay, so here is this. Here's the page, and we want to embed the video. So this page currently isn't using the Divi builder. So technically on this page we could just hit edit. Actually, I'm sorry, it is using the Divi builder. I thought it said enable it, so it's not. So okay, so here's the Divi builder. So there are a few things that we can do. Normally I do like to break things up a little bit. So for example, what I will do is I will take this content here, and all I'm doing is just copying the content all the way to the listing information, which is here. So here's what I normally do. I highlight the listing information. I'll get that out of there, and then I will put it in its own section. Just in case the listing information ever needs to be changed, then it's in its own section. The next thing that I will do, I'll add this text, is I'm going to shift this in the middle to where it has content, the listing information, content, these two pages, and then the listing information. What I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to get the map by its lonesome. And so here is the map here, where it's just a link to the map. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that just in case I did something wrong and delete it. Yes, you can, there is revision control, so you could go back and see. So now the map is on its own area. However, we want to show the map. Divi by itself does have a map embed. I don't, honestly, I just don't like to use it. And the reason being is that for example, on this website, they're using a plugin that conflicts with the Google Map embed that Divi has. So a lot of the times we just kind of do it this way, and this just allows for a better, it just gives you more control. So for example, I'm going to make the width 640 is actually fine, and then if you type in center, then that will just center the map. So then what I've done is I took the listing information, put it in its own text box, the map in its own text box, and the content in its own text box. So then when we update the page and then open in a new tab, now there's this just gives a little more freedom across the board. So then now you have the Bosque Meadows, then you have the listing information, and then here was the map that it was linking to in a larger map, and here is the actual map, and it is centered. There are multiple ways to do this centering bit. For example, if you just went to text and then design, and then I always miss this. It's right here, text alignment, you could hit center there, sizing, and then row alignment, you can hit center there, and that will align it. So if you do the map in its own little box, then you can have more customization as it goes. The things to be aware of is that you don't want the width to be huge, in the reason being we're looking for mobile compliance. So this isn't mobile compliant. It is mobile compliant right now, as you see it kind of adjust and move. And so that's what we're kind of looking for. If you make the map stupid large, then it kind of pushes everything around. So the best way to embed a map inside of a page would be to use the iframe section and not to use the Divi builder, because there may be some conflicts. And then I always tend to center the map. Once this is done, you're done. The other item that you can do is that, for example, if you want to display this map on multiple pages, then you can click on the three dots here and hit Save to Library, and then we'll call it Bosque Meadows map, and then make this a global item. Now what's going to happen is it's going to turn green just like this is, and then at any point in time you can upload the map to any page that you want to. So for example, this website has a zip code page, and if we wanted to go to the 87020 zip code, I can't talk today, 87110 zip code, or 120 zip code. So here's the zip code, and then we want to embed this map on this page. We would just go to edit page, and then again you could do this on the front end or the back end. So since this page just has listings on it, then what we're going to do is we're going to add the map from the library, and then there's the map, and then you can move this on top and then hit update. So then what you're doing is you're adding the zip code, the map of the zip code, all on the pages, and once you save it once, then you can populate it kind of anywhere that you want. And the only drawback between doing global saves like this, especially for embedding maps, is that if you edit one, it's going to edit them all. I don't know if that's a drawback, but technically if you mess it up, then it's going to mess up every single one of them. But then again, if you just fix it again, then it'll be fine. So this is how to add the map on this section. Now this map is on both pages, and it increases internal linking. He's linking to a bunch of other items, and this is a great SEO tactic. So this is something to mimic. This helps internal linking, external linking. All of this map solves one big great purpose. Even though it's an iframe, Google can go through iframes, especially their own iframe. You'll be fine. So technically, if you want to go to this page, then he can embed it on that page, the update page, he can embed it on that, and so forth and so on. So that's how to embed a map on in Divi, and why maps work with SEO. And that's it. Have a good day.